Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. Happy Monday. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Princess Leah. If you're a returning family and friend, welcome back, beloved. We're going to tap into some messages from Spirit for the week ahead. We have Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, who's wanting to show up and wants to get up on the mat, but I'm gonna refrain him from doing so because he'll just lay down right in front of on top of everything. But just know that Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, my cat, is here. Someone's grandma spirit, cat spirit, is here with you to help you. He has been, he got on a new medication and he's just really out of sorts. And so I called his neurologist because he has a history. He's been having seizures this year, which is very scary and unsettling as a cat mom. And just trying to figure out what's going on and how to best treat him. And it just seems like, maybe that's something that you feel, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Maybe you're going through this with your pets, or maybe with your own self-treatment, like you are just trying to figure out how to best treat yourself. And just really hoping that everything works out. And if that is something that you're going through, then I also really hope and pray that you're able to find the best solution. And sending so much love, and I just ask for your love and prayers to my little Tony Popsicle as well. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let's tap into our heart chakra. Let's see if there's any additional downloads that want to come through from Spirit. And you can place your hand on your heart. You can close your eyes and take a deep breath. I've also been feeling really, really tired today, like a drain. And I felt like I needed to sage my entire house. I did spend a weekend with lots of energy and exertion. And so I could just be recalibrating, coming back into, but it's always important, especially if you are, in the public eye, or if you have a social, a strong social circle or job. And I'm not saying I'm in the public eye by any means, but even if you're just like around people, meeting new people, or somewhat in front of people that is public, you want to really protect your energy and sage your space. Make sure you sage your space when you walk back into your house, so that whatever kind of energies that are attached onto you don't linger into your house. I'm a Taurus moon, so a lot of times I will have a lot of like physical symptoms whenever like something like emotional is being worked through. So, going through this major eclipse season of clearing out old energy and releasing outdated contracts, expired contracts, and allowing my heart to open up to newer, higher, realer frequencies that's more in alignment with conscious love definitely can take a toll on the body. Hopefully I'm not getting sick, you know. It could be some, it could be all sorts of things that, women go through, people go through. But it never hurts to still just take care of yourself. And if you feel like you need to, go see a doctor, go for it. I'm not a doctor, so it's not my say to tell you or diagnose or treat or anything. But I am making some, going through a cleanse right now as well. So that's a lot of things that are purging while I'm still kind of eating, whole foods, meats, So I'm kind of seeing how my body is responding to these things while I'm also detoxing a little bit, gentle toxing. So yeah, just trying to make sure that I am setting myself at a pace that my body can handle, and maybe that's a message for you as well if you're listening. Set yourself at a pace and recognize that there are a lot of things that are being released, and there are a lot of things that are also coming in. So just be mindful of that and take care of your body and rest when you need, as we are ascending. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like that was the message that needed to come through. So let's go ahead and see what other messages might be coming through from the Star Child Akashic Tarot for this week. We're right in the middle of an eclipse season, so we have our new moon solar eclipse. Be in the sign of Virgo next week, I believe the 22nd. Oh, these went to fly through. So let's see, we have the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. Okay, Page of Wands and the Tower. Interesting here. So this week we are going to be having a lot of, I'm hearing just like awakenings, epiphanies, enlightenments. The Tower moment isn't bad. It is it's an awakening. It's an enlightenment. And my throat chakra wants to close as I'm saying that. So maybe there's going to be big epiphanies around your truth, something that you've been holding on to since you were a child. Maybe you'll also have grand epiphanies or just awakenings of, wanting to re-explore adventures that you've been curious about since your childhood, and that could be related. The Knight of Cups is a courting card. It's a card of dating. It's a card of romance. It's a card of an offering, a proposal, and so. Or, if that's not resonating with you, it can just be something that is emotionally fulfilling for you. Cups are emotions. But it's at the bottom of the deck, so it's what you don't see coming. So you may this week be, kind of awakening to more. I'm just hearing I just heard giddy. Maybe you're feeling giddy. Maybe you're, again, as we're releasing and replacing energy of outdated soul contracts, new incoming offers will be, I just heard, at your doorstep, because you're shifting your energy. You're completing the cycles of parts of you that were holding you back from being able to receive this kind of romantic emotionally fulfilling gesture or offering. And that can cause big, what can feel like catastrophes. Maybe that might shatter some old beliefs, some disempowering agreements. Maybe it's shattering thoughts that and beliefs that you thought of how you had to navigate love and intimacy and partnership, things that you were taught as a child, maybe even taught. You see, this is kind of like a church. Maybe you were taught, or a temple in church, or in, you know, in a religious dogmatic way. And that's all kind of coming to an end. You're coming into this new idea. Yeah, look at this ether. The unspeakable, the seamless unspeakable. The ether where everything, where you are not, everything that is non-physical is being transmuted. Everything that you knew life to be as since you were a child, all those conditionings, all those foundations are just crumbling because you're awakening. Look, trusting your innocence. You're awakening to the truths of your innocence before it was conditioned and shifted and shattered. You're also coming back into the innocent kind of exploration, the innocence of curiosity, the innocence of puppy love is what I'm also hearing. Trust it. Before your heart got broken, trust that the love that you were so excited to have, or you know, these flowers are reminding me of the flowers I just got. So maybe you just picked up some flowers, the purity of a flower as it grows. It just trusts. It's innocent. It has done no harm. It just flourishes. It just grows as long as it's watered and given the appropriate sunlight. Gracious receptivity is also coming out this week. Trust your innocence. Receive the abundance, the love. Receive it all with grace. As above, so below. There's that throat chakra, the eye and throat chakra. See what your truth wants to speak. I just heard John Mayer say what you need to say. And we have a beyond the mind. Beyond the mind. Go beyond the limited walls, the limiting beliefs, the ego, the anxieties, the doubts, the fears, the shames, the guilts, and allow yourself to just be innocent again. Allow yourself to be pure in your heart and in your excitement and in your love and in your adventures, and let your imagination just take you beyond the mind. I'm hearing we're in Virgo season. Try not to be so practical. That's what I'm hearing. Try not to be so practical that you forget that it's also okay to be yourself around others. This one's fun. Don't make assumptions, is what it's saying. Enjoy heaven on earth. In this one here. Right? Be yourself around others. It's okay. The biggest assumption that that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We're afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us or victimize us or abuse us and blame us as we do ourselves. This week is saying take off the armor of trying to be what you think you need to be. That goes beyond that mind, that ego. And just be that silly, innocent, adventurous, imaginative, childlike version of you that maybe has been sitting on the shelf waiting, begging to play. Let the walls around your heart, I'm hearing, melt away. Let the bars that are keeping you stuck just shatter away. Break those chains that are wrapped around your ankles that have been pulling you back. And just let your heart be, let yourself be. Don't be afraid to be yourself, because the world needs exactly who you are. That's how you can enjoy this heaven on earth, is being who you are always meant to be. Embracing the joy for the purity of joy, embracing the love or the connection or the job or the day. It's a good reminder. Thank you, Spirit. Even as you're recalibrating, even as you're reintegrating, even as you're resetting. Don't forget, we still have a bunch of planets in retrograde. Allow what is releasing to be released, but also graciously receive what is coming in. Beautiful. Well, I'm going to leave that there. I think that is a beautiful message. I hope that this helps. I see 221 on the clock. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. If this video resonates with you, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And continue to be a part. If you would like to be a part of our little small vibe tribe, subscribe, as we are healing the heart of the divine masculine, the sacred feminine, for the soul of mankind through conscious love. Until next time, my beloveds, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.